Hey everyone, thank you all for joining in. Before we start the session, let me know if I'm audible and if you're new to Twitter Spaces, like I am also. So maybe you can do a emote or something to let me know that I'm audible or not. Okay, awesome. So we'll be waiting for a few more minutes for people to join in. By the time, can you all guys please help us out and spread the word so that more people can join in? Thank you so much, guys.
Hey man,
Hi, Virat.
how was your day today? Like, what's up with your lifestyle right now after being a GDS alumni?
I mean, bit tired after college, but excited for this session.
So, what are the new generation leads are doing right now?
Hmm. I see a lot of deadlines approaching for selecting the core or selecting their faculty advisor, so I guess they must have a lot of questions.
I hope we can cater them all the portions that they have today. So, yeah, we are looking forward to this wonderful Twitter Spaces.
Exactly.
So, how many of you are the new leads of 2023 here? Like, can we have a raise of hands here? I I can see like one or two people here.
Hey Virat, hello.
Hi.
Yeah, you asked about how many of them are new leads. I can see a lot of new names here, but I think they are feeling a little shy.
Okay, so that's bring us to our very first day, if you remember, like our first
Oh,
GDSC Google Meet, if you remember, like we always shy and
yeah.
we just had a very
Hey Himank, how's it going, man?
Hello. I mean, is
Hello,
anyone
hey,
feeling
am I audible?
nostalgic right now? Yeah,
Please,
you're
anyone
audible.
do some emote if I'm audible. Himank, I guess you're on mute. Can you please unmute? Hey man, how's it going?
Yeah. Yes, you were
So
audible, and I was kind of making a quick check for the people here. So, guys, if you all can just go to the chat section and see a poll and maybe react to it, then I'll know that you are excited for the session or not.
I actually had a question for you, Himan. How's it feeling, man? Just a year ago, we were, the new joinees, and after a year, you're taking this session for the new leads. Feels quite
Yeah,
nostalgic, right?
like a feeling of very uh, what nostalgic, but cool at the same time. Like having a lot of people and maybe able to help them out.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are exactly where we were, bro. Like a year ago, they have the same questions, they have the same excitement, the new leads,
Yeah,
ready to, conquer their colleges. Feels good.
yeah. I don't see that energy though. People, if please head to the poll I have sent in the chat. If you can see and react to it, then I'll know that you are all excited for the session, and then we can start the session as soon as possible.
Yeah, guys, please spread the word. Like the team here, your alumni have worked really hard for this session. We were communicated all the points. It'll be really great, if you could just spread the word and, we can just start on with this session.
Yeah, because there are a lot of questions that took a lot of time for us to understand that we are going to share with you all.
Make sure that you're calling all your friends, your potential candidates for the core team, and your other new friends you have made during this tenure during the lead.
Yes, that's true because we will be sharing some important or secret ingredients which will help you to cook a great core team. So yeah, get ready and tell everyone and spread the word so that we can reach to maximum people as we can. I hope you all are doing great. Hi, hi, ma'am.
If you're if you're doing great, let me know by emoting at least. Can I have some maybe a smiley emoji or some thumbs up or some emoji in the chat?
Or maybe a purple heart I have on my head. How's it?
Yeah, that too. That looks
Yeah.
cool.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Vatsal got a purple heart. Vaibhav has red one.
But yeah, I don't know how to change that.
Yeah. Damn.
That's cool.
Damn. That's a nice
Okay,
name. Damn.
okay.
Vaibhav Jan has
Okay,
orange
okay.
one. Nah, everything. Everyone has their
There's
own color. Srishti, Sudikshi.
damn.
Isha.
So
That's so cool, guys. Thank you all for joining in. Let's wait for another minute and then we'll start. Okay, I see 14 votes on the poll. They are totally excited and in for the session. And I guess we can start the session as well. So, hey everyone. So, before we start the session, let me introduce myself. I'm Himang Parshne, ex GDSC lead of AMT University Noida. And today I'll be your host for this session, building the core team with ex GDSC leads. Today, we'll be covering a lot of important points that will help you build a core team that helps you out and remains a crucial part for hosting the events, facilitating your campaigns, and at the end, be with you and help you out for all the tasks that require a lot of that require your help. So, okay, let's start. Over to you, Vinayak.
Hello, everyone. First of all, let me know if I'm perfectly audible. Can you just react with thumbs up, hearts, or something like that, so that I can know that you all can listen me properly. Uh, am I audible? Can someone
Yes,
confirm
you
by
are.
react? Okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool. So, I am Vinayak Gavaria. I am founder and ex-GDSC lead of SDSF DAVV Indore. And uh, really happy to have you all here. So, I will be covering about how to build the perfect relationship with the uh, your core team. And so, before wasting any of the time, I will be talking about how to select the right people for your core team and how you can manage your core team efficiently. So, selecting the right people for the team is really, really important because these people will be working more than you throughout the year. So, uh, it's really important for you to select the right people, and there are few things which you should keep in the mind while selecting the your particular core team. The first thing is uh, they the people whoever person you are selecting for your team should have empathy. Empathy is more important and as equal important to the skills, because if people can't understand what other person is going through, so they will be not able to communicate, and they will be not able to uh, participate in your team efficiently. So they should, whenever you select your core team members, keep that in mind, that if the person is having skills, but if it's not having the empathy, so you should think twice before selecting them. And the second point is ready to push themselves. The person should ready to push themselves. They should not bound themselves for a particular role. Let's assume that someone got selected for a development lead or for data science lead or something like that, but they should not limit themselves to that particular role, because at some point of time, some situations will become when they have to push themselves to work on the more things than their particular domain. So you should keep in the mind that persons should be flexible enough to push their limits. And the third thing is the communication. Uh, the person should you and your core team members should have proper communication. So the person you are selecting should have one who can communicate efficiently to you, because it's more important and it's more significant. Because if they are not able to convey what they are going through and what they are working on, what are the hurdles they are facing, you will not be able to help them out, right? So the communication is the one point which you should always look. The communication I'm talking about is not just public speaking skills and everything. It's more about communicating in the team. So whoever person you are selecting for your core team efficiently should be able to efficiently communicate throughout. And the fourth thing is the team player. He should be the team player, and he should understand what exactly it is meant to be work in the team. And it's fine, like there will be few people who has not worked in the team before. You should get a bit of vibe or something like that from that particular person, that yeah, he or she will be able to work in the team. And the fifth is skills. Like they should have the skills. They should be skilled enough for the particular domain they are opting for, right? So this all the things are really important. But the last thing which is more important is the time commitment. If a person is empathic, if the person is ready to push themselves, if the person is team player and their communication skills are really good, but they are not able to commit their time, so it's a huge no for you, because you will be needing them at any point of your time whenever you are conducting any event or any of the sessions which is being conducted by you. So they should be able to commit their time. So these are the few things. And the last and most important thing is that you should be able to vibe with them, because you will be working with them throughout the year. So yeah, that's all. So I hope like these few points you will be keep in your mind when you will be selecting your core team. So Himang, do you wanna add something or something like that?
Sure. I guess, Vinayak, you spoke very well. The points that you covered about having good communication and looking for empathy, collaboration skills, dedication are very important for core members. Also, one point that you mentioned about taking specialists as well as generalists is a very important thing, because if we have only the specialists, then might be that some tasks they might not be able to do and might refuse to do. So that is a very important point. Vinayak, I would also like to ask you what to do when your core members are not actively participating in the GDSC campaign.
Yeah, so there will be a lot of campaigns and lot of events you will be organizing throughout the year. So let's assume that you have 10 members in your team. In you have selected 10 members in your team, but that will be not case throughout the year that all those 10 members will be actively contributing in your team. So you should be able to understand that, uh, understand the importance of every team member in your team, that when they will be able to contribute and when they will be able to not contribute, and how to handle if someone is not uh, actively contributing, and how to delegate the task of that particular inactive person. So that is the one thing which you should do. The uh, the major thing here comes in. It happened with me too. Like there were there were core team members. I had a core team of 10 members. So out of which two members comes were became kind of inactive. They were contributing, but uh, they became less interested, and they become less active. So what I did is, like, I didn't try to force them, because it's not a job, right? It's like they are doing something voluntarily, so we can't force them to work. The first thing is, you should not never force them to work, and that is the thing you should keep in the mind. And you should second thing is, you should go and talk to them, ask them that what's happening, why they are not contributing. And if they says that they are least interested, so ask them that what can find what can make them what can make things interesting for them. So that is the two things which you can do. The third thing which you can do is uh, give them a break or something like that. Because out of two people which became inactive in my case, I gave a break of 1 month or something like that to particular one person, and after that he started contributing really well. And the second person needed a kind of shift. He was video editor, so he wanted to get shift into tech part. So I brainstormed with him regarding like a website and everything. So I reshifted. I allocated a new role to him. So these are the few things which you can keep in your mind. The communication is the key. Uh, the only thing can help you when someone is inactive in your team is the communication. The more you will communicate with them, the more questions you will ask to them, the more it will be become beneficial for you as well as that particular core team member and your core team too. I hope like it clears the thing.
Awesome. Yes, it does. Uh, Before going to the next speaker, I just want to see if people are actually here or not. So can I have a few reactions, some emojis flying in the chat, some thumbs up, hearts, anything? Awesome. I see a lot of reactions. Okay. Moving on to our next speaker, Naman, who will explain us how what procedures we have to take to select core team members. Over to you, Naman.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for the introduction, Hemant. Hey guys again. I hope you all are able to hear me. Just a quick reaction. If I'm audible, just any emojis, let me know. Yeah, awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So let's start with some basic introduction. Hey there, this is Naman Sangla. I'm the ex-lead of NIT Jalandhar, and I'll be walking you through the process that you can have to set up your core team and your club. Okay. Before I begin, a small question: how many of you are the founder of your clubs, and how many of you are the next generation, second, third core leagues? Just type it out in the chat. Or maybe, okay, do a heart if you're a founder, do a thumbs up if you're some next generation. I'll keep my points based on that. Okay, seeing a few founders here. Okay, sounds good. All right. Okay, so here's the thing. For you to continue with your club, first of all, okay, if you're a founder, begin with the promotion. Just be out there and find some folks, maybe from your batch only, whom you think good at something, and have them as your core team. Maybe a four or five of your friends who are good at something. Make them your the co-lead, your different domain heads. After you're done with that, then start with the main core team selection. The way you can go around is like once you have the basic core team ready, hold a GDSC info session to your juniors, to your super juniors, to your batchmates, so that once people know what GDSC actually is, what values does it bring along, everything of those sorts. Even if you have a GDSC on a campus before, it's not necessary, that all your juniors know about GDSC. So holding that session would be really important. Then comes the main part, the inductions. Now you have to make quite an emphasis on this because sometimes what happens during your session. Okay, we can talk about it from our experience. Sometimes you do the inductions, everything's done. After 2 to 3 months, you'll find some of your junior who is doing really good, and they're like, "Oh, we weren't able to get into GDSC because we didn't even know about it." Right. So make sure that doesn't happen. Make sure that you promote about the inductions really well. Have the social team ready. Post it about on the social media platform. Post it through all the academic sections, like however it is in your college, however that information goes out. And if you can afford it, make some posters. That's something we did. And basically in our college, everyone knew, okay, GDSU is having inductions. Like from the whole batch, we received like 35% of the applications, like from the whole batch. So yeah, it was something really good. And then shortlisting. Shortlisting is something that shouldn't be just based on person's ability. It should be about their ability to contribute, their enthusiasm. I'm sure you'll have more questions on it. This thing would be discussed in detail by a further speaker, so don't worry about it. And then taking interviews. It's not like, okay, you're the GDSC head, you'll have to take every single interview. For that, what you can do is, okay, for example, you're making a design team. Just choose a design head by yourself, and maybe they can, take the interviews. Basically, learn to delegate the task. That is something really important. If you do every single thing by yourself, believe me, you'll have a burnout sooner than you can imagine. So make sure to do that. So yeah, that's basically it. A simple procedure. If there's anything more that you guys want to ask, I'm open for it. Hemang, are there any questions?
We'll be having a Q&A session at the end. So I'll be creating a comment, and then you all can ask your questions in that section. So by the time, Naman, I guess we can keep you on hold and maybe call you at the end.
Sure, sure. Sounds good. I'm here if you need anything.
Awesome. Uh, I think the key takeaways from your speech was if you are a founder, then promotion is absolutely a must because people still haven't have an idea about what GDSC is. In my
Exactly.
tenure, in my first info session, people came and asked me how they could join this internship, but then I had to explain them that this wasn't an internship, but actually a community work.
Hmm.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next
Yes.
speaker, we have Ishnur with us, who will tell us about how to mix and match the right pieces and build a core. Over to you, Ishnur.
Okay, thank you, Himang. Hello, everyone. My name is Ishnoor. I am ex-lead for Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar, and I'll just be talking about whether you should follow the norms. Like sometimes we have ex-leads. I had an ex-lead, and he used to follow a hierarchical structure. Like he had a head for his team, Then he had a few members and that structure actually worked for him. I asked him about what was his experience with that, and I found out that that was actually a good structure. But you don't have to actually follow. You don't have to follow it for yourself. If you like something like some people like chaos, they'll have they'll have a field and they'll have a few members in that team, but they'll not have a head. So that actually works for a lot of us. So don't be afraid to experiment with your team, structure of your team, and yeah. If you have any questions, you can ask any ex leads, or even ask your partners or your fellow leads about what is working for them. And yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I think you all have criteria that I mean, it's a recommendation that you should have only 5 core team members. You don't have to actually follow that. It's a recommendation. If you want to keep less or more core team members, you can also do that. Because I've seen a lot of GDSs in our batch that had only three core team members and no more team members, and that actually worked for them. Uh, so yeah, that's not a compulsion that you have to follow a hierarchical structure. Uh, yeah, so that's all from my side. Yeah, do network
Okay.
for it.
Awesome. I guess that was very well explained and to the point. If you guys have any doubt, then I have created a chat Q&A section. Make sure that you are asking and replying to that same tweet so that I can have easy, accessible view to all your questions. So if you are not able to see it, that also let me know. Also, if you are present here, can we have a few reactions to our past two speakers? Some emojis, guys. Okay, I see a few emojis. If you're still here, let me know. I'll not proceed if I can't see a lot of reactions. I'm waiting, guys.
It feels like you are taking a tax on them.
Oh, awesome, awesome. I see. Okay. Yes, thank you so much. It just feels so great when you are all actually listening. Moving on to the next speaker, we have Suryansh with us. Suryansh will be telling us how to maintain a perfect balance in the core team. Over to you, Suryansh.
Thanks, Imank. Let me know if I'm audible. Just a quick reaction, please. Um, uh,
Yes, you are. You can
okay.
proceed.
Hello, everyone. I'm Suryansh Umar. I was GDSC lead at Triple IT Kalyani. Today, I will be speaking about how to maintain a perfect balance between tech guys and content guys. For building them, you will be needing both, I guess. So from GDSC side, there are events like Android Compose, Camp, Flutter, Firebase, TensorFlow. Maybe they will add some more. So keep that in mind that you at that point of time when you need someone, there will be guide to conduct sessions and conduct those workshop for you. And apart from this, if you are planning something on your own, for example, you are planning for a hackathon, I guess. So just keep that in mind and take guys accordingly. Apart from the tech side, there is always a content. So as Naman said that we will be the promotion are essential part in running a community. So it's always better to have a good cover for a good book, right? So there are for the new leads. Do create your social media handles of your respective JDSCs and take reference from the existing JDSCs. A lot of them have very stunning social media accounts which helps their community members to interact in a less hectic way. And yeah, so I hope you get my point. So Do
Awesome.
keep that in mind.
Uh,
Yeah.
Suryansh, I would like to know one
Yeah.
thing. Um, Once we have kind of had interviews of selecting the core team members, how do you first shortlist them? Like, what is the criteria? And second, how do you send them a rejection mail?
Yeah. So I think before rolling out the form or whatever you are doing, just before mention that these are the criteria on which we are going to select the lead, right? For example, the way we are become leads are the two general questions and a video, and then there is an interview round, right? So just keep pushing on those essays and video whatever you are having, right? And after the event, after the selection happens and rejection, so there are definitely some points like based on the essays they have written or the projects they have mentioned, you must not like them, right? Just write those in a para or something in their rejection mail, and please do send rejection mail to the members who have not selected, like you don't want someone to say that it is a biased selection, right? So I hope it's clear. So is there any question for me, Himank, or from the audience?
Um, Not yet, but I'll really appreciate if you all can please go ahead and ask your questions. Also, you can even use the hashtag uh, #AskLeads, and we'll be able to see your tweets there. You can all head to the chat section and reply to the tweet that I've written so that I can track the questions there. Awesome. Moving forward,
Thanks, Himank.
I see we
Yeah,
have Saurabh.
just just want to add up one point here. Uh, when you send your rejection mails, try to send it personalized rejection mails rather than sending it in bulk. That will make particular person more happy that getting replies. So I tried that and that worked for me. So I just wanted to add that. Thanks.
Awesome. I guess after this, people would know that keeping tech folks also is necessary, but also having an engaging and proper communication with your community is as important. So keeping tech folks as well as people who can handle your social media are very important to the team. Okay. Moving on to our next speaker, we have Saurabh. Saurabh will
Hi,
be
Hemant.
help. Hi, Saurabh. Saurabh
Hi.
will be helping us to understand how to keep the code tuned after building it. Over to you, Saurabh.
Okay, thank you so much, Hemant. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to this space. So I heard someone saying that company matters more than journey or the destiny. The people who go with us on the journey makes the journey beautiful, right? So on the most part of your journey, your core team members will be handling your club, what activities is going to be happening. But what's your job? Your job is to take care of them. Most of the time you will be seeing that many things will be happening in the club, but most importantly, what matters is you take care of them, you connect with them, because GDSC is for 1 year only, but the people you will be getting are for life, right? So that's very important to connect with them. You can connect with them by having discussion sessions. And when they are not doing good, maybe they may not be active enough, or they won't be doing some good stuff. So before telling them that they are wrong, ask them what's wrong. Maybe they might have some personal issues. There may be something wrong with them. We will be asking them that, hey, where is design? Hey, where is our post? We need to send this to the marketing team. What are we doing? You may be doing that while someone may be having their personal problem. So I guess it would be a great thing to connect with them, to ask them, and don't wait for them to tell you what's wrong. Just ask through yourself. It will help you and your team a lot to connect with you. And when you are having some jealousy issues, and there may be some competitiveness, just bury it by giving whatever you got more, like give more than what you have got. That will create a very good connection between your team. Because after GDSC is going to be for 1 year. then you may get some swags. If some of you are after swags, you will get them. But if you do it right, you will get people for life. I am done as GDSC lead, but you know, I have very less works, but I have people. I met Vinayak, I met Ishnur, I met Suryansh. These are a lot of great people. And you know, when my GDSC as a community manager, as a GDSC lead, when I ended, one of my core team member helped me to get into another community, which is also good. It is called Dear 5. I will sharing a link. You can try that also. So connect with them. They will be helping you after GDSC too. So your actual wealth is GDSC leads, your co-leads, maybe your core team members. They are actually your actual asset, not your swags. Swags will be, you will be losing them one day, but people are for life. That's why I'm saying that, trying to focus on how can you make your core team connected. I won't say that it is a selfish thing to have your friends in your core team if it works, because your core team will be reflecting how your club actually is. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I may like use like many metaphors. So yeah, this.
Okay. But Saurabh, I actually had a doubt. Why is it that being connected with core team member is that important in GDSC? By the time Saurabh is coming back, can I please tell you all again to head to the chat section? Make sure that you're actually writing any questions that you're having in your mind. We'll be ready to take them up and try our best to explain it very well. I see still people haven't really posted any any questions, so let me know that. Also, uh, before having before proceeding with our question, let's have a quick round of check-in that if you are here or not. Can I have some hands raised, some more emojis? People might be wondering that why am I asking again and again for emojis, but I'm so sorry. I just love emojis. Can I have some reactions? Can I have those in the chat? Awesome. I see a few.
Also, the thing is, when you're a speaker, there's no other way for to know whether people are listening to you or not. So reactions
Yeah.
serve that purpose as well.
Yeah. That is the point. Also, let me know if you are facing any problem. Can you all access the chat window? Let me know that as well. If you are able to access the chat window, then maybe you can do a thumbs up emoji. If you're not able to access the chat window, you should react with a thumbs down emoji. So I know that you're not able to access it. How many are not able to access the chat window? Can you do a thumbs down?
Hemang, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're
I'm
audible.
so sorry. Actually, luck is not very good with me. So yeah, I'm sorry that I had to leave it that way. So can you
It's okay. It's totally
where did you
fine.
got to listen me? What was the
Okay.
last thing?
Actually, I'm waiting for the participants. I see Shraddha, Abhijit, Sonakshi are not able to access the chat window. Anyone else who cannot access the chat window? The rest all I think are able to. If you're in the mobile app, then in the bottom right you'll be able to see a message icon. So hopefully if you click it, it should work and you can see the part where we have to post the questions. You can see a poll there. Let me know if it is okay. It's not. Is it visible to you now? Abhijit, Shraddha. Okay, GU says it's still not visible. Okay, maybe we can keep trying. It's in the bottom right section, a message icon, and by the time you're finding that, Saurabh, I would like to repeat my question that why is it that being connected with the core team that important in a GDSC tenure?
Okay, let me tell you. That's a very good question, actually. because you might not be able to be there for the club all the time, because there may be something happening to in your personal life also. There may something go wrong, then these people will be take care of you and your club. So that's why keeping connection with core team is more important, because if you are not connected to with your core team, it will reflect in your community members. And if your core team is not strong enough, your community will not be never be able to. So keep connected with your core team members. If they are happy, your community is definitely gonna be happy. And
Yes.
in session times also, when we got so many layoffs, only people with good network and good people was able to get the new jobs or new communities maybe. So yeah, this is very important.
And I guess that really answers my question. Okay, moving on to we have Shivam with us. Shivam will be covering about what are the preventive measures while selecting a core team.
Hemang,
Over to you, Shivam.
Sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to add one more thing. Thank you so much for being the host for this event. You are really good host. I had very fun with you. Thank you
Thank you.
so much for being there, and thank you everyone for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That was okay. Over to you, Shivam.
Okay, just give me some sort of emojis if I am audible. Okay, so hello everyone. Thank you, Hemang, for letting me to speak. My name is Shivam Goswami, and I am the host and ex-lead of Ishan College of Engineering in Mathura. We have talked about things, how to do, what to do, and what are the procedures and all those things. But I would tell you what things you should avoid. What are the preventive measures that you should take to make your club successful? I would say the first thing is do not limit your team members to your department. Now, see, there will be a case when your HODs and all other faculty advisors and all those teachers will force you to select the members of your own department. That at least happened with me. That they said that only the member should be of my department. There is no constraint that you should only have the members of your own department. So try to make it for everyone. The next thing I would say is avoid a person who is not a team player, because the community is a sport of a team. It is a team sports. I would not suggest you to select a person who is excellent but do not have the team working ability, because it will definitely make a chaos in your future while working on your session and all those things. The third thing I would say is do not miss from letting everyone know about your club. That was a major constraint, because there would be some cases for you as well. That was in our cases as well, where people were not they didn't know that there's any kind of club going on the campus, because even after your induction session, there would be some chances that many people will not be able to know about the existence of a club. That would definitely make it less reachable for the people who have a high potential to be in your team. The next thing I would say is do not try to make a team of perfection. I would say the Fantastic Fours, because there were some cases when the leads try to make a team that is perfect in everything. They would say like that my team is best. I would select the members that will be on the top notch thing on their field. So that would be a little bit different. Try to keep students that are also general, because it will also help them learning. Next thing I would say is avoid the to overlook the form circulation process. Like now you will be selecting your core team members by circulating a form in your campus. There are some cases when the form is not accessible to everyone. Even in my case, when I circulated the form in my campus, there were some cases after half of my tenure, there were some students that asked me how to join the team of my club. So I told him that I have circulated a form. Then I came to know that they didn't even have an access to the form that I circulated while selecting the team members. So keep an eye on the circulation process, how many people have accessed the form and all those things. Next thing I would say is ensure to recruit from every department, because it will, you might have heard the quote that is unity in diversity. So when you have a diverse team members in your community, it will definitely make it more and more amazing community. Next thing I would say is do not add someone just because they are your friends. This is my personal advice to all of you, because there would be some cases when your friends will say, "Oh, you are the lead, so add me in your team as well." And you will definitely be flexing around like, "Yes, I am the lead," and now, or you want to be in my club. Okay, I'll let you join my club. That will look good while flexing, but it will cause you fatal problems in the future time, because there would be some cases when he is not contributing in the community, and you have only two options: one, not to say anything and be red; second, to say anything and ruin your friendship. There are some sort of members as well that I have seen who selected friends in the community, and now there are differences between them because there was not proper flow of working in between them. Next thing I would say is try to avoid selecting members of your same year. I am suggesting this thing because there might be in many universities there would be some cases when, for example, I was in third year when I became the lead of my campus. There were some cases when I had exams, but we also had some events coming up that became difficult for me as well in the starting to manage all those things, my exams as well as the events as well. So try to add members of second year as well. That will give you space. There would be some cases when you are having exams, your team will take care of the events. When your team members have exams, half of the team will take care of the things. This is also important in the cases of collaborations. Now, in our last year when we were leads, there were so many collaborations that even in a single event, about 10 GDCs were collaborating. That was the level of that event. So that will also help you while selecting your team members. You might have known about the GDSC vow. At that time, most of all of leads were busy in organizing the GDSC vow session. Uh, Meanwhile, in the side there were also events that were supposed to be planned. So when the leads were busy in the vow, if you have a proper team, you have a proper structure of your team, they will take care of your event without your interruption as well. So these were the things that I would suggest you to keep an eye to avoid while selecting your core team members. That was thanks for Imang for making me speak.
Awesome. I guess that really covers all the points. I really like the unity in diversity wala point, because that is something that we must ensure. Having a lot of people from different departments as well is very important. Making the community inclusive to everyone is a very good point. Okay. Uh, I see we have a lot of questions now, and hopefully that you're able to access those the Q&A section. So let's start with the first question. Uh, can any of the ex-leads give an overview of their design and marketing team? Firstly, I like to ask if you can maybe request the person who has sent the question. If you cannot speak, then we can directly jump into the answering part. It's by you you guys really have a lot of like funny usernames. It's by kya to bhi hai. Yes. If you would like to speak up, you can ask to request the mic. Else, we can skip directly to the answer part. Virat, let me know if you can see any requests. If not, then we can directly skip to the answer part.
No, I'm not getting any kind of request right now.
Okay, he
Okay,
just did a thumbs down, so I guess he won't be speaking. We'll directly jump
probably.
to the question.
Can I just send him an invite to speak right now?
He did a thumbs down. I'm not sure if he's ready to speak or not.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'll just repeat the question for all the speakers again. Can any of the ex-leads give an overview of their design and marketing team? Uh, the speaker who wants to take up this, can you please react? Anyone from
Hemant,
the ex-lead?
can I take up this question?
Okay. So
Sure, sure.
if
Then you can
someone's
go ahead.
doesn't mind, I'll take it. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you an overview of my design team and marketing team because they were awesome. So first of all, I had a design head from my own year, and she was like pursuing design from her first year. She was really good at it. Then for the team we assembled, in the beginning, the folks that you're taking, they won't be really good in design. So you don't expect that they'll start producing some mass level posters right away. So we took them in, we mentored them because the main thing is enthusiasm. They should have the passion to learn about it. So once that was done, yeah, my design had mentored her, and by the time we the time came for our main sessions, all the posters were pumped out by those folks. Like they did an amazing job, and that was how the design team was for us. Most of the stuff was delegated for me as the GDSC head. Okay, I was like, I need a poster for this session. I delegated the task to the design head, and then it was up to her who was making the actual poster for that particular event. Okay, design part covered. If there's any specific question, just do let me know. Hemant, just relay the question to me. And then coming on to the marketing part. Marketing part was again similar. There was again a marketing head, and for that, okay, marketing is something that is really important. If you have a really good like a flagship event, you need a lot of sponsors to fund it. So you have to be keen on okay, who's the player in the market right now. For us, we collaborated with brands I didn't even know existed beforehand. But yeah, we collaborated with them. We had a great partnership. Both of the parties were affected positively. So yeah, that's how it was for us as a marketing team. Again, if there's anything specific you would like me to share, just go on.
I guess Suryansh has his hand raised. Suryansh, would you like to add a point?
Yeah, one point about the design side, like you will be getting event guide for every event from the GDSC India side. So even if the design guides are not too good, like in the beginning phase, you can take them, and it's just illustrators files are there. You can just edit them and do the needful. So.
Yeah, I guess that's a very good point that you mentioned about the brand guidelines that GDSC gives. So before each campaign, you'll be getting a brand guideline, so you know exactly what illustrations or what kind of color theme that you have to follow for that campaign. So that is a very helpful point. Anyone else who would like to add up to this, or let's move to the next question? Okay, seeing, I really hope that it answers your question. If it does not, then that also let us know. Moving to the next question for the time being, it's by Janvi Modi. Janvi, would you like to turn your mic on? You can send in a request. If not, then also let me know. Janvi, maybe you can do a react if you are comfortable with speaking. If not, then also maybe you can react with a thumbs down. Okay, so Janvi, I'll just speak out Janvi's question. Can you give any suggestions or something that you didn't know when you became the lead? But it's very important to know when you become a lead. Okay, that's a good question. So I need one point. I guess point answers would be very good at this point. Any lead would like to take up this? Maybe
Sure.
a kind of a rapid fire session. Okay,
Sure.
Virat, go first.
I would go for it. So one thing I learned after joining GDC is that you're gonna have a lot of work, but you're gonna have a lot of enjoyment. Uh, GDS is the biggest community in the world, and there's a very high chance that you are part of a large event. Like last year, we had GDC Wow, so there's a good amount of chances that you're part of such a big, large scale event. GDC is not limited to only college; it's across the whole country, to be honest. So take the advantage of it if you are a lead.
Okay, that was a good point. Let's move. Anyone else who wants to speak up, add to the point? Guys, rapid fire. Can we have it a bit quick, the speakers? Yes, you are. Go ahead. Awesome. Good point. Anyone else who would like to take this up?
Uh, as a lead, you have to involve in every process. Like you have to be there as a designer, as a content guy, as a tech guy. So keep that in mind and uh, be ready with the new learning process.
Got it. Something that maybe I'd like to add as well is as soon as a campaign schedule is given to you, make sure that you're allocating tasks that even Naman also covered that you should not take all the burden to yourself, but allocate tasks to your core members and other volunteers if you have, because campaign and hosting campaigns can be a bit tiring. So make sure that you are actually giving in your all along with the core team that you have formed, and make sure that it is a success throughout and you fulfill all the achievements, and make sure that you upload it on your LinkedIn as well, because people like to see what you have achieved through your club. Awesome. I guess we'll move on to the next question now. That is by Farhat. So, Farhat, would you like to speak, or if you're comfortable, then you can request for the speaker access. If you're not, then you can just give me a thumbs down emoji. Okay, Farhat is not responding. Let's move on to. I'll just move on to a question then, which is, who decides the details of sessions happening under GDSC? Is it completely up to the lead, or is there an authority overseeing the lead? Okay, who would like to take up this question?
Hemant, let me answer this question. Can I?
Sure, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, hi. So, Google gives you freedom to organize events as you want, but you will be having a pathway, some kind of uh, schedule that you need to organize some specific events, and that events are mandatory. You will be getting them in the form of documentation. You will get them there, and apart from them, you can organize any and as much events as you want. May that be on the some other technologies other than Google also. So yeah, you have freedom to organize as many events as you want, and there are some mandatory events that you are supposed to organize to graduate from the program.
Awesome. I guess that covers everything, and that was a very to the point answer.
One thing
Uh,
I would like to add, if I can, Himank.
sure, sure, go ahead, Virat.
So if you are joined as a GDSC lead into this space, so most of the thing is gonna be allocated by the GDSC India team, which is comprised of Nikita ma'am, Tanvi, and other people. And if you are a core team member, so your best point of contact is your GDSC lead. he or she is gonna give you all the tasks that you are required to do during this challenge. So keep an eye with him or her. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I think there is a. We are done with all the questions on Twitter. Oh, I guess we have one question that is very interesting. Uh, is there any swags for the core team members? Who would like to take this up?
I think Watson would like to take this up.
This was Fenil Modi. I think that answers a lot of the questions that people might be having. So thank you, Vatsal, for that. Okay, I see no questions on Twitter now. So I'll be moving to the questions that you have sent on Slido. So these are the questions. Uh, okay, I guess Janvi has sent more questions for us. Is so I'll be asking this question. Is this lead position helped in your career? If yes, then how? Who would like to take this up?
Yeah,
Can I?
I would like to answer.
Okay, okay.
Sure,
You can.
sure,
Okay, so I would say in my career, GDSC makes you a person, the upgraded person of yourself. For example, you are going to manage your whole community. You are going to lead the community. It will definitely bring leadership quality in you. I would say if I look back in my time when I joined community, I joined community GDSC, and now there is a difference, a lot of difference, because in between we hosted a lot of events. There was also a pan India level events where we worked on sponsorship team, outreach team, design team, content team, management team. So you are going to face a lot of things. You are going to experience a lot of things that will enhance you in your skill. They will definitely develop your skills. So as soon as we left, I would not say even we left. Just as about 10 years was about to finish, we many of the people have got different offers, whether it is in sort of a development, designing, community management, or other things. It's because you are working on every field. If I'm saying I have to look over the designing thing as well, so I must know the what do you say, the vibe of the designing. Being a designer, they will definitely say yes, bro, because we are not getting the vibe and all those things. But yeah, you will be working on different things that you not even expect right now. Even I didn't expect I'm going to work on those kind of things, but you will face a lot of things that will definitely make you a person who is eligible to do different kind of works, that will also offer you many things. Yeah, Hemant.
Okay, I guess that answers your question, Janvi. Uh, Vatsal, do you have something that you'd like to add?
Yeah, I guess we have Ananya and Harshit here. Hey, Ananya.
Hi, how are you? Hello, am I audible?
If you're actually
Yeah.
online right now, you can ask your questions to us.
Yeah, basically, yeah, I got this link right now. I just was scrolling Twitter and I came to know this GDSC, wow wala ye apna Twitter space ka session.
I
So
guess
just joined right now. So I didn't have, very prior information about it. So एक बार you people can tell
yeah,
me
Virat,
what's
is
going on
anyone
there.
speaking?
Was I audible?
Got it. Yeah, 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 you were very much audible. I guess you asked about the gist of the session, right? Like
Yeah,
what all
yeah,
you missed.
yeah.
Okay. Anyone would like to take it up? Any of the speakers?
Man, can you repeat the question?
The actually, I think it was Harshit who joined a bit late, so he wants to know all the points that we mentioned regarding the core team. I think I can take this up instead of giving more time to this.
Please go on. Please go on.
Okay, so I think I have written down a few points that were very important. First thing is that we should look what skills or what traits that we should look for in a person. Then that was empathy, collaboration skills, and the dedication towards GDSC. We should not only have generalists but also have specialists. We should ensure that there is a good communication amongst the core team. Something that I wrote down that is very important is having promotions in your campus, because if just like what happened right now, if the message does not spread around a lot, then there might be people who are very talented and fit for joining the core team, but they are not aware about what GDSC is. Next up is about what or whom we should take. It is recommended that GDSC core team comprises of 5 people, and we should take tech people, but also ensure that we also have some people who can maintain the social handles or ensure that there is engagement in the community. So that is a few points that wanted to mention. Harshit, I guess that covers up a lot of things.
Yeah, I got it, Himanka, I got it.
Awesome. We also had another person speaking. Virat, do we have another person speaking?
Basically, you people all are sorry to interrupt, but I want to ask something. You all are core GDSC leads, former GDSC leads, I think.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
No, right now we don't have any.
Anyone who would like to ask any question by unmuting their mic, you can request access, and Virat will be here to give you the access. If anyone wants to ask any question, feel free to request. Also, if you are, since we are at the end of this session, can we have last round of emojis from you guys if you really enjoyed the session, if you were excited and got your question answered? Can we have a few reactions so that even the speakers cheer up as well?
One thing I would like to mention that we are the only few people from GDSC community who are connected today, and at present, many of us are not there. So, can we connect over, LinkedIn or something to create a bit impact? Because community का impact main motive तभी satisfy होगा जब we can bring something impact over, over the crowd या फिर over the students, over the professionals we are expecting. So इस time GDSC wow हुआ, that was amazing. There are few drawbacks too. You have taken many bit learnings, मतलब काफी आपने अच्छा इसका वापस से plan, कुछ आपने learnings ली जो आपने share भी की during the session we have discussed. But the major uh, target of community, the major aim of community is to be create an impact. तो आज जो लोग यहाँ नहीं है वो भी शायद इस मीट को ज्वाइन करें, सो इसके लिए हम
Got
कुछ
it.
कर सकते हैं.
Got it. Harshit, we actually had a lot of promotions for this. We have had this posted by Google Devs in also, and we tried our level best. We also have a next space, Twitter space on 18th. So even if you weren't able to grab all the points from all the speakers, you can join in on 18th August. We'll be covering some points we can maybe brief out about building the core team. Mainly, we'll be focusing about how to select a faculty advisor and some more important points. So make sure that you're spreading this word as a GDSC lead maybe of this year. If you're a new lead selected, you can send it in your groups so people can join in next time as well. Awesome. Any speaker would like to add up anything?
Yeah, Hemang, I want to say something.
Sure, Saurabh, go ahead.
So, guys, there's very important thing I want to tell you. Me and some GDS leads gathered up and to make your journey a little easy. So that's why we will be having some more sessions like this. On how to onboard a faculty advisor or some more questions. So we will be coming up with more sessions soon. So please stay tuned because we will be very soon coming with a next session. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining. And if you have any doubts or anything to for us or any questions and you are stuck somewhere, you can reach any of us to on LinkedIn or on Twitter so that we can connect you and help you out. All leads are very kind and everyone is very helpful to me and to everyone also. So feel free to do so. Okay. Even though it's your journey, but we are also with you. Thank you everyone and make sure to stay tuned because we are coming with a lot of sessions like this.
Before
Bye.
we end this Twitter space, I guess Mir would also like to add something. So before leaving, Mir, over to you.
Yeah, sure. So, hey everyone, can I get some quick reaction that am I audible or not? Like, am I really audible?
You're audible. You're audible.
Oh yeah, thanks. So I hope this sessions goes pretty good for you. I hope that you took a good learning from it. The whole point was it to give you an over insight to keep your track very easy, very sweet, so you don't face the problems that we faced when we all got onboarded. We as a founder of GDSC in some colleges faces various issues. So I hope like you get various learnings from the same. But here are a few points that I love to mention. If even if you are not the founder of the club, you are the recurring one or you are the post recurring one. Keep thinking that this is your community for a year, so treat it like as you do to your community. Don't follow any hierarchy. That only thing that I would suggest. Try new things, try with new people, try different things that should work out for you. Keep looking for good things, and that's all. And the B point is that don't look after just for the swags. You will get enough swags for your whole tenure, I would say. The learning you are getting, the people you are meeting, and the network you are building is way more greater than swags or everything. Like uh, you will get swags from various communities or various events, going to this and that events, doing this and that thing, you will get swags. But the learning you are getting from here is onto the next level. So these are the only things that I mentioned. I hope that this tenure will make a big difference in your life or in your career. Learn as much as anything as you can. So that's all, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Over to you, Himang.
Exactly. I'll just say that it was a great session. I would like to thank all the speakers, everyone who was listening to us for a whole hour and fulfilling my request for the emojis. Thank you so much. It's just so nice to see you all. Congratulations to all the newly selected leads. If you have any questions, you can obviously reach out to us, maybe on Twitter, on LinkedIn. You can find us there. And yeah,
Also, Himanshu is also there. Hey, Himanshu.
uh,
He wants to talk something. He wants to ask us something. Himanshu.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. So, sorry to interview people. So, guys, is all of these are the new leads or the ones who have also been in the past? Can I get the confirmation, please?
The only
We have the ex leads, the last year leads, as well as we have the new leads here as well in the listeners.
Okay, amazing, amazing. So, guys, I have been a co-team member from some college. So, I would just like to share my experience from GDSC. So, congratulations to everyone who has got selected for this thing, and even those who are going to become the co-team members from different colleges. Guys, this is really one of the best opportunity you will ever get throughout your life. See, it is the college, and after this, I guess really hardly 20 to 30% would be pursuing for PGs, right? So this is a wonderful opportunity for you to develop yourself holistically, because this platform is not just a tech club, rather it is much bigger. See, if you are going for something like, if you have some technology to work upon or to learn, so you will just learn it out, and you'll just come forward. You will ask your lead, or you'll ask your co-team members to just present it. So uh, once you got the permission, you can simply go on the stage and you can teach your students. And teaching is something really amazing. Like, the things you will be learning throughout your teaching is incomparable. You can't just compare it. Like, from gathering the attraction of your audience to just poking them out, or just having fun in the classroom, and trying to learn things more than what you had learned in your past. So these are all these things are really amazing. Like, you won't be getting this opportunity again. So I would just recommend you to take the best use of it. And GDSC is something which is, I mean, this is not a, a normal organization. Rather, it has a very big motive behind it. Okay, the morale and the ethical values which you learn here, they're just incomparable. So I would just recommend you. I would just ask you to take the best of its use, and even ask your college students, your mates, to take the best use of it. Okay, it is not just about the
Awesome.
of team members, but in fact about everybody. So yeah, that's it. Thank you, Himang, for giving me this opportunity to speak on this platform.
Awesome. I think that really inspired a lot of people, and I hope that you all had a really good time here. Thank you all for joining. We are ending this Twitter space. See you all on 18th August for the Twitter space of how to select a faculty advisor. Till
Okay,
that time, bye bye.
bye. Good night, everyone. Bye. Thank you for joining, everyone. We are really good.